What is going on, Tube U? Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gents. Today's little video is track day, baby. Got my mounts, got my GoPro, my Insta 360, got my tripod. I got everything. I'm ready to go. Radios are on with the D5 drag pack. So this time, unlike the Willow Springs day, Jesus Christ, unlike the Willow Springs track day where I only had the street tires on, which were the Nitos, so they technically are still drag tires. They are drag radials, but they aren't the full drag pack, the 17-inch wheels, you know, 10.5 or 10-inch wide, nice big old meaty Mickey Thompsons on them. Where we're headed up to Famoso Dragway up in Bakersfield. Shouldn't be too crazy. I'm trying to get there decently early. Drag racing doesn't start until 10, unfortunately. I was really hoping they would open up just a smidge earlier for the drag racers. But hopefully the prep is worth a damn and we can get a decent time on the cars. You can see we still have the full seat configuration. We are not lightweight today. And the reason being, one, I just didn't feel like it. And two, I'm pretty confident this car can beat the Hellcats, my last Hellcats time for the quarter mile. So the best time in the quarter mile that I was able to achieve, stock for stock, only the seats removed in that car, was 11.2 at 122. But I know a lot of you about to chime in, well, you should have been here. I was able to get 10.8. I was able to get 10.5. No, I'm aware, but elevation in DA is a thing. It was pretty hot out that day, and one of the dudes I was talking to was like, yeah, Hellcats don't usually see 10s here. Like, I haven't seen a Hellcat hit 10 out here. I'm like, well, that's unfortunate. Now I'm pretty sad that I came. But I had fun, and it's starting to sprinkle, which is not a good thing. But hopefully we can get through this, and because the weather definitely didn't say anything about rain. So let's hurry up and try to get through this shit. Anywho, I'm pretty confident this car can at least tie the 122, but I think it could beat it, man, because from the hits that I've made on the streets with just the drag pack full weight, I was able to trap 127. So that's telling me all I need to know. If I can fix and get a good launch, get a good freaking 60 foot, I should be able to do at least a high 10. That's all I've ever wanted. I just want to at least hit a 10. Yeah, I know these cars are capable of it. I've seen these things hit 10.4, 10.5. Narrow body Challenger, just weight reduction alone, bone stock, was doing 10.1. And I've seen super stocks do 9.9 with just weight reduction and a tire, of course. No tune, no nothing, 9.9. So I know it's not a super stock, it's a peasant ass Redeye, but at this track with slightly better elevation than DA, slightly cooler temps, I should be able to beat a freaking 11.2. I'm gonna be real disappointed if I can't beat 11.2. So hopefully the track prep is good. Unfortunately, it's not a private-like event or anything like that. So I'm hoping they do something for the track prep. I know it's like a big old car meet / extravaganza thing going on. I don't really care about the car meet. I just want the track because this is the cheapest cheapest prices they've had to go on the track. And I'm just hoping that the prep holds up. So I'm gonna try to be at least one of the first ones in the line to try to get, try to use some of the fresh prep. And let's just see where it goes. I'm hoping they at least prep the track because I know it's going to be a lot of street cars there. So hopefully those street cars stay in the car show area and not at the drag race spot, because that'll be real unfortunate. It's not looking nice. It is not looking nice, my boys. I looked at this when I stepped outside this morning. I'm like, ugh. Radials in the rain. I've already done this once and it was not a good look. So I'm gonna pick up if we make it through this, if we survive through this, which we should, because I checked the weather for Kern County and it said all clear. So all right, wish me luck, guys. Alrighty, Tube U, we are teched in and we are ready to rock. So I had the gap cam ready to rock and roll, and I was going to put it on the back, but something about going down the track with this big ass stick sticking out, I don't know, I just ain't fond of it. I just feel like it's gonna fly off or do something crazy at any moment. Also, there's a lot of fast people here. I don't know if you can hear them all. There's a lot of fast ass cars here, and I really don't want to get embarrassed with a gap cam, and I'm the one getting gapped. So I'm gonna just keep it on the inside, all right, to prevent further freaking humiliation, because I'm about to already go out here and get humiliated. But I didn't come here to race. I came here for test and tune. Whoever just lines up, you line up. You get a dub, cool on you. I'm coming here to beat my freaking best time, which is 11.2 out of the last stock Hellcat that we had. And we're gonna see how well the Redeye does. It's nice and cool out. I haven't checked the DA and elevation and all that shit yet from the Draggy. But everything is mounted up. I just had the door open. The car is a little dirty. We had a little bit of drizzle. As you guys saw in the beginning of the video, it wasn't looking too good for us, but it looks like we might be good for the rest of the day. Still a little cloudy. Definitely still a little cloudy, but the rain clouds are mostly gone that way, and it's just overcast at this point. But everything seems dry. Crown's all dry. All the racers are pulling in, so they're way faster than I am. But if they're hooking, I should be all right. Got my Draggy set up. Got the Insta360 shit set up. Yeah, and full seat configuration, like I said. Helmet, jacket, we're good to rock and roll. Now we just wait till, I think they said 10 o'clock is when drag racing starts. So we got about another hour. So I'm gonna pop the hood, let the car cool down, because she's been sitting and idling in that tech line and then the entry line forever, it seemed like. Then we drove through all the dirt, then she just got even more dirty. I'm not even gonna bother wiping it down. Like, she's going down the track as is. Probably gonna knock these bugs off the front, but that's about it. Let the car cool down and take a little bit of tire pressure out. So I'm gonna go ahead and check that, see where we're at, take a little bit out if we need to. And yeah, so the plan is pull up as soon as possible, try to get a pass early on as possible before it starts heating up and, you know, the day goes on. And I don't plan on staying out here all day, just because I don't know, I'm not too big of a car show person. I'm coming here for my mission. The mission is freaking test and tune. That's what I'm coming here for. Once that mission is accomplished, hopefully we can knock it out in the first pass. If we knock it out in the first pass, I might make a couple of, you know, 1-2 more passes. But I'm not gonna push anything if I'm not feeling it or something crazy happens. I'm not gonna push it. But as look at all this dirt, man. Jesus Christ, it was so clean before I left. Whatever. This is what I'm glad I didn't wash it. I'm so glad I didn't wash it. But anyway, so that's the plan. Get out here, hopefully be faster than freaking 11.2. So yeah, let me go ahead and work with this tire pressure and I'll pick back up with you guys, hopefully when we finally start drag racing. I don't know where that shit went. I don't know where that shit went. All right, Tube U, so there we have it. That was my 10-second pass, 10.9 at 128. I know a lot of you were like, oh man, that's the best you can muster. Hey man, I'm just happy to finally see a freaking 10. Like, I knew these cars could do it. I still left the line just a little soft. I just always feel like the tire's gonna blow off, but the prep is freaking biting right now. So I'm gonna let it try to cool down, man. I really don't want to wait too late because then everyone's gonna go up there and the prep's not gonna be as good anymore. But I was just turning this on to make sure it was go to my apps. Oh no, SRT. Boop. Yeah, make sure erase cool down. It's good to go. All conditions must be met. All right, so it needs to be turned off. All right, got it. The first pass, I left pretty soft. I was in second gear, barely did a burnout. I didn't want to blow the tires off because what was it? Line lock just didn't work for me. Like, it was engaged and then I rolled forward to get out of the water and then it disengaged. So I was like, well, shit. Well, that's pointless. So I tried to do a burnout through the ABS or the stability control. Tried to do a burnout through that and then it just was not liking it. So I was just like, screw it, just roll forward. You meant to do that to make it look cool. And I rolled forward, leave soft second gear, and I was only able to muster 11.3, but it still traps 128. So that first half is where we got to make up, and currently we're only down to a 1.7. I know these cars are capable of like 1.6, 1.5, so I'm gonna go out and try to get at least a 1.5 because we have to make it up on that front end. The back end seems to be pretty consistent at 128. So it looks like we're stuck at 128 on the back end. We have to make it up on the front end to get a better ET. Ah, man, that felt good. Felt good. That thing just hooked. The freaking draggy was up there. The draggy ended up in the back seat. The sunroof was fully closed. The sunroof was fully open by the end of the run. I ain't never felt this damn thing launch like that, man. I'm super excited. So I'm gonna let the car cool down and hopefully go out there and make just one more pass and it'd be better than this one. I just do the same thing I just did. I'm not gonna change a thing. I left off I didn't leave off idle. I did leave off a foot brake. And I'm reacting slow as hell. Yeah, he's treeing the shit out of me. And if his car was faster, I'd lose every time. Like, he is treeing the hell out of me. Like, I'm going for ETs, so I'm trying to make sure I get everything perfect. I'm not even paying attention to the tree, but once it goes green, it low-key catches me off guard. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, it's been catching me off guard, but I gotta remember I'm not going against the guy in the left lane or the other lane. I'm trying to beat myself. A lot of you may say I'm just trying to cover my own ass when I get whooped by one of these Beamers out here. I haven't seen the times, but I assume they're running pretty freaking fast. So I think I'm gonna hop out, let the car cool down, and come back in maybe 15, 20 minutes, maybe an hour or something like that, and see if we can get another pass. Alright, YouTube you, so that's gonna wrap it up. We did succeed in both beating our time and running a 10-second pass. It was a 10.9, so you can say barely all you want to. I wanted to follow it up, but the third pass, when I went up there to try to get a third pass in, they switched to another class, so I was just sitting in the pits. Turn the car off, let it cool down, or try to cool down as much as possible, but it just wasn't getting cold enough. And then it wasn't getting cold enough, and by the time they finally got back around to the top of our class, it was about an hour later. We've been sitting there forever. By the time we got back around to the top of our class, the DA has slowly started creeping up, and I tried to keep everything mostly the same that I did on that 10.9 pass, but I did change things just a smidge, and you got to try to change stuff around, else how you going to know if you're getting faster or not? So what I changed was I went into the track setting or the custom settings, and I changed the shifts from track to sport to make them smoother, because it felt like on that 10.9 pass it kind of like bucked when between shifts. I felt a little buck, so I felt like it might have taken just a little bit out. So I figured just make the shifts smoother so it doesn't do that bucking, you know, the hard shifts or whatever. So let's soften up the shifts. That's the only thing I changed, but my dumbass forgot to turn off the end of the chiller system. So the chiller system was running the entire pass. It was still forgot to turn on the freaking 360 run for that last pass, but doesn't matter. It was only an 11.1, which still faster than the other Hellcat. And once again, this is full weight. Like, I know you guys are gonna tell me, oh, we run 10.5s out here, full weight, Redeyes. Full weight, literally everything's still in here, man. Everything, even the freaking tire pump. Speaking of that, I think I need to, I'll do it when I get home. I don't feel like it right now. We should be all right? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll put it in, maybe I'll stop at the gas station, put some air in. But I'm super happy with it, man. I did break into the 10s and I beat the standard Hellcat's time by a smidge, but doesn't matter. Beating is beating. That's what matters, right? So there was a slight advantage for this here Redeye. The Redeye did get the better elevation and better D8 at this track compared to the other track. What was it, Sonoma Raceway or whatever? So that track has way crappier elevation, way crappier D8, but it ran a 10.9. I mean, there's only so much I can do. I couldn't go back to that track, one, because it's closed down, and two, why would I go back to that track when this one's way better for running your best time? So I really wanted that 10-second pass, so it is a little unfair for the standard Hellcat, but if that standard Hellcat was out here, it probably would have ran an 11.1. That's what I'm gonna say, 11.1 or 11.0, and this, like I said, it ran to 10.9. So kudos to the Redeye. She's doing pretty damn good. Probably won't be back up here for a while because it's starting to heat up both today, and it's just gonna get hotter from today on throughout the rest of the freaking summer. It's gonna be stupid hot. So the next time I come out here, probably gonna be closer to November-ish time frame. I know they got a couple events coming up in November, and it's gonna be way cooler then. Hopefully, that's the plan. Hopefully, it's way cooler. So that's a wrap for today, folks. That's it, TubeU. That's all I got for you guys, man. Your first time stopping by, like, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you guys get notification these videos go up. Switch to the Instagram channel, low 2 services slow. All one word, I'll put it down in the description. Until the next time, TubeU, I'm out. Peace.